is Syahda Ratnaduhita Palupi from 1B T3 class. Today I would like to share the material about cross-contamination. First, I will start my presentation from the definition of cross-contamination. Cross-contamination is the process of transferring microbes from one object to another. The cross-contamination process can occur in many ways, directly and indirectly. The second I want to talk is about the type of contamination. There are biological contaminant, physical contaminant, and chemical contaminant. Let's talk about the definition of biological contaminant first. Biological contaminant is a microbial contaminant that may cause a foodborne illness. There are bacteria, virus, fungi, parasites. For example, seafood toxins, mushroom toxins, Clostridium botulinum, and Salmonella bacteria. Bacteria is a single-cell organisms that live independently. There is a type of bacteria. It is pathogenic bacteria, which is dangerous, that include bacteria, beneficial bacteria, and destructive bacteria. Bacteria also has forms. They are stems or bacillus, round or coccus, spiral bacteria breeding or vibrio, and the last is separation or binary fission. 6 condition bacteria needs to grow and multiply, or it can be called pattern. F is for food, A is for acidity, T is for temperature, and the other T is for time, O is for oxygen, and M is for moisture. And next is virus. Virus is small particles that live and replicate in the host. Reproduction in living cells, it can be plants, animals, and humans. Kinds of virus are hepatitis A, norovirus, gastroenteritis, and toxoplasmosis gondii. Next is fungi or mushrooms. Can produce toxins or mycotoxins. They are grows on foods that have a sour taste with low water content. Cannot be destroyed by freezing process, and the cooking process destroys cells and spores, but toxins remains. And the last is parasites, intestinal worms or protozoa that live in a host animal or human or living things that need their host for their survival, or naturally usually in pigs and fish. For example, tapeworms, which enter the human body through contaminated food. Worms will stay in the intestines or human flesh tissue. And how to prevent biological contaminant? What we should do is to 1. Purchase foods only reputable supplier. 2. Do not use wild mushroom. 3. Maintain good personal hygiene. And 4. Observe proper hand washing. 5. Clean and sanitize equipment. And 6. Maintain clean and sanitized facilities. And 7 is control pests. Next is about definition of physical contaminant. Physical contaminant is any foreign object that accidentally finds its way into food, for example from human, or even parts of the human body such as nails, hair, wands can cause contamination, and cigarette ash. And how to preventing physical contaminants is 1. Wear hair restraint if you're not wearing a hijab. 2. Avoid wearing jewelry when preparing, cooking, and holding foods, either eat ring or earrings. And 3. Do not carry pencil or pen. 4. Do not wear nail polish or artificial nails when working with foods. 4. And 5. Clean can openers regularly. And 6. Remove staple wire in the receiving area. The last of the type contamination is chemical contaminant. The definition about chemical contaminant is a chemical substance that can cause food-borne illness. Substance normally found in restaurant or cafe or etc. Occurs due to contamination of food substance with chemical substance or elements. Chemical contaminants can include spraying pesticides on planes, too much use of chemical cleaning agents on food processing equipment, and the rinsing is not clean. Chemicals used by food handlers, perfume or cosmetics, etc. Metals that accumulate in aquatic products such as shellfish and polluted plants. And how to preventing chemical contaminants is teach employees how to use chemicals, store chemicals in original containers to prevent accidental misuse, as well as leakage into food. Make sure labels are clearly identify chemical contents of chemical containers. Always chemical according to chemical recommendation. Wash hands thoroughly after working with chemicals. Wash foods in cold running water. Monitor pest control operator and make sure chemicals do not contaminate foods. There is a type of cross-contamination. 1 is hand-to-food contamination. It occurs when contaminated hands handle cooked or ready-to-eat foods. How to prevent hand-to-food contamination is when preparing food, you wash hands and surface often. Harmful bacteria can spread throughout the kitchen and get onto cutting boards, utensils, and countertops. To prevent this, wash your hands with soap and hot water before and after handling food. And after using bathroom, changing diaper, or even handling pets. Use hot soapy water and paper towels or clean cloths to wipe up kitchen surface or spills. Wash clothes often in the hot cycle of your washing machine. Wash cutting boards, dishes, and countertops with hot soapy water after preparing each food item and before you go on to the next item. And the second is food-to-food contamination. It occurs when harmful organisms from one food contaminate other foods. It is a raw meat, thawing meat on top of the shelf where it can drip on the other foods. And how to prevent food-to-food contamination is 1. Store cooked foods that will not be cooked in the refrigerator on a higher shelf than raw foods. 2. Best to practice mix leftover foods with fresh foods. 3. Wash fruits and vegetables in a cold running water. 4. Do not let raw meat and raw vegetables be prepared on the same surface at the same time. And the last but not least is equipment to food contamination. One of the important equipment due to contamination is cutting board. The cutting board has 6 different colors for each use. The first one is green color, is for vegetables and fruit. Yellow color is for raw poultry and chickens. Red color is for raw meats. Blue color is for raw fish and seafoods. Black color is for cooked meats. And the last color is white. It's for bakery and dairy. And how to prevent equipment to food contamination is 1. Use separate cutting boards for different foods. 2. Prepare raw foods in separate area from fresh and ready-to-eat foods. 3. Clean and sanitize equipment, work surfaces, and utensils after preparing foods. 4. Use specific containers for various food products. 5. Make sure cloths and paper towels used for wiping spills are not used for any other purpose. Well, that is all from my presentation today. Thank you so much for your time and your attention. I really appreciate that. Thank you.